Hello and welcome today. We currently are excited. We have Locked in Affinity with us today, and we are actually going to go over some questions that we've received from all of our members that are looking to have a better understanding of their insurance, and that pertains to Photo Care Plus, as well as general liability. We have Joshua Skillett with us from Locked In. Joshua can just say
Hello.
hi.
Nice, nice to meet you.
And we're just going to go right into it. And we have a couple of questions that we've received that's are frequently asked questions. And we're just going to run through those and then give people opportunities to respond back at the end of this webinar if they have any other questions for Locked in Affinity or for PPA. So the first question we've received is, do I need to list all of my equipment for my PhotoCare equipment insurance?
So for the insurance that comes with your membership, the PhotoCare Basic coverage, you do not have to provide a list of all of your equipment on that. It's a blanket coverage. So it's going to cover any of your photography gear or videography gear up to that $15,000 limit, including your accessories. And that's going to be a replacement cost up to what you originally spent on the gear.
Awesome. Okay, and then we have another question. Do I have insurance on gear? I'm sorry, do I have insurance on gear I don't have a receipt for?
Good question. So you would need to maintain your records, such as original purchase receipts, invoices, warranty paperwork, registration with the manufacturer, canceled checks, pre-loss repair invoices, maintenance records, something that ties you to the equipment prior to the claim or loss that you're reporting. Even proof of that it was a gift or you have inherited from friends or family. There's multiple things we can use for proof of ownership of your equipment.
Awesome. Um, how do I add or list equipment to my policy?
So if you have upgraded to the PhotoCare Plus plan, during the online application process, on the online application, there's actually a section for scheduled equipment or itemized equipment. And that's where you will list your make, model, serial numbers, the value of your equipment, and the accessories that you would like covered at replacement cost. Anytime throughout the policy term, you can add and remove items as well.
Good. So I know that with PPA, I have up to $15,000 worth of equipment insurance when I have a full or a full plus membership. And I wanted to know if I wanted to insure more, $20,000, for an example, of equipment insurance, how would I go about that?
So if you are looking to get 20,000 in equipment, you can upgrade to the PhotoCare Plus policy. And that is going to start for 20,000 in coverage. It's going to start at $428 per year. That's before taxes and fees, which is roughly about $1.17 per day.
Awesome. Okay. I'm looking for a more detailed information about the photo care insurance policy coverage details. Does it cover water damage? And if so, what types?
Yeah, absolutely. If you're looking to review a cover of your, review a copy of the PhotoCare Basic coverage that comes with your membership, you can just download the copy from from the PPA website. You just log in and you can download the coverage there. The most we would pay for an approved water damage claim on the basic coverage is going to be $7,500. And then on the PhotoCare Plus policy, if you have upgraded, this sublimit is replaced by the limits you have purchased for the scheduled or unscheduled gear on your policy.
Awesome. Okay. Uh, Next question would be, so does my photo care plus provide worldwide travel? And if so, am I covered if I travel internationally?
Absolutely. Both the PhotoCare Basic that comes with membership and the upgraded PhotoCare Plus coverage do cover you worldwide. In the event of a claim, your claim would have to be filed within the US. So we highly recommend the PhotoCare Plus policy as you have the most coverage for your equipment, including theft from a locked or unlocked vehicle, mysterious disappearances, and accidental breakage.
Awesome. Another question is, does PhotoCare Plus cover mysterious disappearance? And what is an example of mysterious disappearance?
The PhotoCare Plus upgraded plan does include coverage for mysterious disappearance. An example would be your camera does a disappearing act on an international flight from Miami to Cairo. Replacing that item cost could be $8,200. The PhotoCare Plus plan can cover this loss.
Awesome. Okay. Have a question of how does one go about filing a claim for one of their equipment insurance claims?
Yeah, so your first step is going to be to download the claim packet. You can visit insuranceforppa.com, and at the top right of the page, it does say report a claim. You'll just walk through the steps to download the claim packet. Once you've downloaded that to your computer, page one is going to give you a nice checklist of all the items that you'll need to provide to process your claim. This helps eliminate any back and forth or delays of collecting information so that we can get that processed in a speedy processing time for you.
Okay. Now we're going to move forward to a couple of general liability coverage questions. Um, One of the questions is, does my full or full plus membership with PPA cover drones? And if so, does drone insurance cover me in Europe?
So you're not able to add drone coverage to the full or the full plus membership levels. You can purchase an individual policy directly through Locked in Affinity's website, as mentioned earlier, insuranceforppa.com. And we can add on a sublimit for drone liability of either 25,000 or 50,000. The territory for this coverage would follow the territory of the policy, which is worldwide. You can also upgrade to the PhotoCare Plus plan for drone equipment coverage, and that's going to be for your theft or accidental breakage. Coverage for the PhotoCare Plus equipment, of course, is also worldwide.
Awesome. Okay, we have another question. What does general liability cover?
So your commercial general liability coverage is for third-party bodily injury or property damage. You'll sometimes hear people call this slip and fall coverage. If someone were to get injured during a photo shoot, deemed you were the liable party, the policy would kick in to defend you or pay towards a judgment that was placed against you.
Thank you. Okay, next question is, how much does the general liability policy cost? And how long will it take to receive a certificate of insurance, also known as COI?
Yeah, commercial liability insurance for PPA members starts at $227 per year. The typical turnaround time, if you're purchasing the policy online, you'll have a proof of coverage certificate within 30 minutes.
Awesome. Okay. Will I be able to request a certificate of insurance for a vendor? And what is the turnaround time for that?
Sure. So, as mentioned, when you purchase online, you do get a general proof of coverage within 30 minutes of purchase. If you need additional certificates after purchase, you can call, email, go online to insuranceforppa.com and submit your certificate request via the portal. We will email these directly to you within 1 to 2 business days.
Awesome. And one of our other frequently asked questions is, how can I cancel my policy?
Sure, the PhotoCare Plus policy can be canceled at any time, and you'll receive a portion of your premium back. Taxes and applicable fees, however, are going to be non-refundable. The general liability policy can be canceled before the effective date for a full refund, as long as you did not request certificates for additional insureds during your online application. Again, with that one, taxes and applicable fees are going to be non-refundable. If you do request cancellation after your policy is started, the premium is considered fully earned. So in this case, we would recommend just keeping the policy active until the end of your 12-month policy term. That way you're
Mhm.
getting the full benefits that you've paid for already.
Awesome. Joshua, we thank you so much for your time today. Again, let's give an applause and thank you for Locked in Affinity and Joshua Skillett for helping and answer all your questions. And if there's any questions that anyone has, you can please respond to this video or webinar at the end of the closing of review. Have a great day.
Thank you so much. Thank you.